is this what you're talking about? Like connecting with the universe? He goes, I didn't get it. And I go, yeah, that's exactly. He goes, I feel connected. He was starting to notice these moments of just pure bliss in everyday events. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun.
First of all, I want to say that if I've been getting a lot of emails and I'm doing my best to get back with them as soon as I can. I'm really behind. And I just found out a couple days ago that if you go to my site and you contact me through my site, for the past 5 months, I've had the wrong email address in my site. So I have not received any emails from my website for 5 months. So I apologize for that. You know, I'm not the most organized person, and that's just the way it is. So, you know, I apologize if you've reached out to me and I haven't got back with you. But I did want to do a quick video just because, you know, even when people come to get reconnected, you know, they kind of like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like what are you talking about? You're reconnecting with. A good example would be my dad. My dad's 78 years old. And my dad supported me in everything that I've ever done in my life. You know, he still sees me as a golf professional, even though that's like 4 past lives ago. But, you know, he's totally supported, you know, everything I've ever done. But, you know, the last 7 years when I'm talking about, you know, reconnecting with the universe, reconnecting our DNA, start talking about Mandela effect and all these different, you know, memories that we're having and things like that. You know, I'm not sure he follows me all the way, but he supports me. So in April of this year, I decided I'm gonna reconnect my dad. And I'm not sure why I waited so long, but I decided that, you know, in April I was going to reconnect my dad. So went ahead and, you know, reconnected him. And it was, you know, he had a really, really cool experience. And I told him, I was like, hey man, you might have some electrical anomalies. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of common when you go through this reconnection is you experience some, I don't know, some electrical anomalies. It's relatively common. And it just so happens that when I was doing his reconnection, that 3 times the TV turned on and started talking. And you know, my dad's like, what the hell's, like, my TV talks? Like, what is going on? So that was kind of cool because I just told him, you know, you might experience some, you know, electrical anomalies. So after the session, it's the next day, and, you know, I asked my stepmom, I'm like, hey, where's my dad? Where's Dad? She goes, oh, he went out to, you know, the mailbox to get the mail. So I'm like, okay, and I needed to ask him something. So I walked out through the garage, and my dad is standing there, and he is looking at this bush. And so I go, hey Dad, what's going on, man? And he turns around and he's crying. And I was like, what are you doing? And so he had went out to get the mail, and as he was coming back, this bird had flew into this bush, went to the nest, and it was feeding the baby birds. And he said as he's sitting there, looking at the bird, this overwhelming feeling of love just washed over him. And he felt so connected to that bird, to the bird that was feeding the baby birds. And he felt so much love and beauty that he just started crying. And so when I went out there, you know, he like, oh yeah, you know, and he told me, and he goes, is this what you're talking about? Like connecting with the universe? He goes, I didn't get it. And I go, yeah, that's exactly. He goes, I feel connected. he was starting to notice these moments of just pure bliss in everyday events. And I was like, yeah, Dad, that's what I'm talking about. He's like, I understand now. So for any of you that are kind of questioning, how will your life change? I would say the first thing that would happen was you're getting ready to get a lot more emotional than you've ever been. You're going to find love, moments of bliss throughout your life, throughout your day. The kind that just, everything starts tingling. Your hair goes up on the end. That kind of like, those emotional states. You know what I mean? You could just be doing anything. You could just be in the store. You could be talking to a cashier. It's these little moments that have so much meaning. It's almost like in every moment of life, there's a lifelong lesson to be learned. And you start noticing these moments, and you start growing from these moments. And I know it's a very subtle thing, but until you experience it, we've all experienced it. We've all had these moments of just like these states of bliss that come over us, and we see beauty. It could be anything, but they just happen more and more and more. So I just wanted to tell that little story. I have a couple videos coming. I just got to edit them out because they're really sessions. You know what I mean? Like, and who wants to watch a 30-minute healing session? Nobody does. So I'm just going to edit those out. Edit them down to 3 or 4 minutes, and just to see. And I got a video coming up on a guy in Fort Lauderdale who he has his own YouTube channel, and he wanted a session, and he wanted to do a video about the session. So I let him go ahead and film everything. But he did give me access to the video. So I will go ahead and use what he shot about the video. But it's a pretty cool video, because I think the guy was a little skeptical. He was, who knows? You don't know what to think when, a session starts. So, but I think you'll think that's interesting. So that's it. I will be posting some more videos soon. And okay, man. Peace.